Her favorite uncle died. This is a story about Lizzie, a sous chef, a beautiful young African American woman with a sweet smile who loves to hum show tunes while she cooks. She loves to cook, but her cooking is nothing special until she inherits a copper cooking set from her late Uncle Linton. The family called him Lenny, a chef and restaurant owner. Uncle Linton's little seaside restaurant was known to be the best seafood spot along the Atlantic coast. The place just had a reputation for being wild and unruly, like Uncle Linton. But the food was five-star. From Shell Power, New Jersey to Tidewater, Virginia, people would fight to get in and enjoy Uncle's shrimp stew or fried whitingfish. I'm going to miss Uncle Linton. Lizzie worked as a sous chef in an uptight and stuck up restaurant in Harlem, New York, for a roly poly, blow faced looking, bald head, bicycle mustache wearing, red lipped, demanding chef named Reuben. Chef Reuben and most of the staff got sick the day that Lizzie's copper cooking set arrived. Lizzie, Glenn, and two waiters had to do something to save their jobs. Lizzie took inventory of what was in the pantry and whipped up a special of the day menu. In honor of you, Uncle, I'm cooking with your pots and stirring with your spoon. Lizzie made a soul food feast. When people came to the restaurant to eat, they were happy, socializing and singing with one another. Lizzie was back in the kitchen humming her show tunes. In 1 week, the restaurant became the talk of Harlem. Chef Reuben was finally well enough to return to the restaurant, but he noticed it was crowded, loud, and filled with unsophisticated people. He wobbled his way back to the kitchen, red in the face, yelling, "What happened to my upscale restaurant?" Lizzie said, "Well, we had to do something. The pantry and the fresh items were not here when I arrived, and most of the staff was sick. So I created a menu out of what we had and bought a few items with the last $25 I had in my pocket." "So you decided to take over my restaurant and make it a juke joint?" "No, chef. I just wanted to save our jobs." "Too bad. You're fired," Chef Reuben yelled. The next week, a food critic from the Harlem Guide came in ranting and raving how good the food was and how lively the atmosphere, making his dining experience the best. I had to come as soon as I got back from Detroit to have some more shrimp and grits. Chef Reuben was shocked. He had been trying to get that food critic to come to his restaurant for 3 years now. "Your wish is my command, sir. Your request is coming right up." The critic was looking around and the place was empty except for an old white couple sitting by the window. It was lunchtime. He brushed it off in anticipation of his shrimp and grits. When the food arrived, it didn't look the same, and it didn't smell the same, and he took one spoonful and frowned, and it didn't taste the same. The critic got up and walked out. Chef Reuben, with his roly poly, blowfish face looking, bald head, bicycle, mustache, wearing red lips, were red as a fire engine. Chef Reuben yelled at Glenn, "What did Lizzie put in that dish?" Glenn said, "The same thing you did, Chef. I've been back for 1 week, and we have no guests dining in my restaurant. Get Lizzie back here pronto," he yelled. Glenn informed Chef Reuben, pointing his finger at Jimmy's Soul Food across the street. "Jimmy found out you fired Lizzie and made her a partner in his restaurant." Oh, Chef, by the way, today is my last day. I'll be working at Jimmy's too. Chef Reuben looked out the window, and there was a line 2 blocks long to get served at Jimmy's Soul Food. Come to find out, that copper cookware and spoon takes on the demeanor of the inherited owner and produces the most wonderful food in the world. Glenn left. Chef Reuben cried like a baby. The next week, word spread that Reuben had sold his restaurant. It wasn't long before Jimmy's became the hottest spot in Harlem. With Lizzie's name on everyone's lips, she continued to cook with Uncle Linton's copper pot, but now she knew the real secret wasn't just the cookware. It was the love she put into every dish. Reuben, well, he disappeared for a while, but one day Lizzie saw him sitting in the corner of Jimmy's, quietly enjoying a plate of shrimp and grits. He didn't say anything, but the look on his face said enough. Lizzie smiled, humming her show tunes as she stirred the pot. It wasn't just about the food, it was about finding her place and knowing that sometimes a little magic helps. But the heart is what truly matters and makes the difference. We hope you have enjoyed our story. Stay tuned for more Just Tales OK creations. Like, share, subscribe. Add a little comment too while you're at it. Thank you.